What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast where we bring you the nerdy news you need to know or already know and want to get our opinions on it. Because really, that's why you're here, to hear us ramble and talk about the news. As always, I've got Drock here with me, aka Derek. How you doing, man?
Hello, mahalo. I'm doing all right.
Oh,
Just
fancy.
catching up on these trailers so I can talk about stuff with you.
Exactly. Yeah, we're back again. I said this podcast would go whenever I was able to, whenever D was able to, and again, technical difficulties from my end have prevented us from doing it. But we're here today. We're doing it. So yes, here we go. And if you haven't already, check out the latest Nightmare Signal podcast, which is live on Spotify, and be sure to give him the love and subscribe and reviews all over there.
I appreciate that, man.
Of course, man. No, it's yeah. So go over there, give him some love, check it out. That's his podcast. It's cool. It's hip. It's happening. Wait, what do we got? Four or five episodes up now? I don't know what number you.
No.
Oh.
I uploaded episode 10 today.
Episode 10? Holy shit, I am really far behind. My mistake. He's got 10 episodes of that thing on there. Go check them all out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been so consistent with it.
Good job. You are killing it. That's awesome, man. Good job.
Yeah, I think Alyssa on that one because like I don't want to because like she makes time to do that with me, and I don't want to like
That's fair. I understand that, where you have
Yeah.
someone who's like, I got a heart in, I heart out, I need the time, and this is what it is. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
Where it's not like me and you with this, we're like, hey, let's do this, and then one of us has to go and inevitably do something, and it just kind of goes by the wayside for a minute.
Yeah, I feel bad about that, man.
No,
but
man,
hey, look,
it's
we
all
tried.
good. It's
But
all
there's
good.
always technical difficulties.
It happens. You know what? I'm not worried about it. It's cool. So, nerdy news you need to know and already know, but you want to know. Podcast. Spotify. Please. Send me some love as well. Rate the podcast. Like the podcast. It'll also be up on YouTube under audio. Still not doing video right now. I just like the audio format. I think it works really well for what we do at the moment. But alas, the first thing we are going to chat about today is the Supergirl trailer, which dropped yesterday-ish, and I'm intrigued. Supergirl's not a huge character that I am into because she just falls under that Superman family. But this trailer looks very interesting. It is based off a specific storyline, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the relaunch, I think, after Convergence storyline, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's kind of the first one where it's a kind of a direct adaptation of it. It looks good. Just a very different feel from Superman, which is cool. It's not going to be like, oh, here's Supergirl, she's just hanging out in Metropolis doing stuff with Superman, and you're kind of wondering where Superman is in the background of the story. She's got her own thing going on.
I'm assuming this is the story of where she was at during Superman.
Yeah, probably. I assume so as well.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with the storyline of Woman of Tomorrow. I did not read the comic, but it looks.
I didn't either. I'm not a big Supergirl fan, to be honest. I mean, not that because it's a girl. I just don't like Superman that much.
Yeah. I've explained my stance on Superman. Although the last movie was fantastic.
It was. I loved it.
A lot of this movie is just, I think, with Kara dealing with the fact that she knows Krypton, and has to deal with that, like her home planet blowing up, and now she here is stuck on this backwater mud ball. And a lot of it apparently is her just like getting drunk on other planets because she can't be on Earth and do it. And just
because of the damn sun
from that. Go ahead.
Honestly, this trailer, like, it made me excited because I was like, okay, this looks good. It gave me very, very James Gunn Guardians vibes.
Yeah.
But
whether that's going to be a good or
like
bad
more...
thing, we don't know yet.
more reds and oranges though. Like, you know what I mean? Like sets and aliens and everything
Yeah.
looked very Guardians, but it wasn't as colorful.
Yeah. So I'm getting a little bit of little synopsis here. And the other young girl you see in the trailer is Ruthai. Alien hanging out with Kara when she comes to drink. Some stuff happens and she wants to hire Kara to be a mercenary to, I think, kill her father? Or kill the guy who killed her father in revenge for that. And Kara falls in with that, and she sees something of herself in the young girl, and they go on a fun adventure, and along the way meet Lobo.
Bro, so
The
I
main man.
was sitting here, dude, I was sitting here watching the trailer, and in my head, I'm like, I hope they show Lobo. Please show Lobo, because I couldn't remember if he was gonna be in it or not. But I know they cast Momoa as him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching it, and my niece was sitting next to me, and the sound I made when it happened, she was like, "What? What's wrong?" I'm like, "Hold on." And it ended, and I'm like, "Hold on, I gotta go back." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I put it on the seat and I framed it over to the split second you can clearly see him, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
We are getting
Lobo.
a comic accurate Lobo.
Yeah. OG comic accurate Lobo. I'll just throw that out there. Because the
Yes,
New 52 logo
yes.
is awful.
Fuck that, and I
yeah,
hate that. Look, dude,
yeah.
I bought the run trying to be into it, and I
good.
didn't. I couldn't do it.
It's not good. I'm so glad they brought OG Lobo back. But yeah, dude. Oh man,
Yeah.
we're getting the main man. He's anytime Lobo appears, he's great. Like, I can't wait
And
to
they
see him in the movie.
They got the perfect casting. Like,
Oh yeah.
initially when I heard, when Zack Snyder was doing his universe, that was like my whole thing was that like, with Momoa or with casting people, they were like, "Oh, Momoa's been cast as a character," and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I hope it's Lobo." And it turns out Aquaman. I'm like, "What? No, he is Lobo.
Yeah.
Give us Lobo." And he even thought he was going in for Lobo, and Zack Snyder's like, no, actually, I think you would be great as Aquaman.
So I'm gonna go off on a weird tangent here because that's what we do. Momoa fits the mold of Aquaman when he got that gritty reboot with him missing his hand. He fits that mold and that version of Aquaman. The problem was they turned him into the light-hearted Aquaman with the look of the other Aquaman.
Yeah, they turned him into a bro, to a homie.
Yeah, like he has the look.
My man!
Yeah, he was basically Lobo Aquaman.
Exactly.
Which was weird. And I'm like, well, I could have, like, Aquaman, I love the first movie, second one's okay. I know you have different feelings on Aquaman, which I understand.
Yes, I'll keep them to myself.
No, I very much, I get it. You know, it's one of those movies where it's like, it's subjective, where it's like, you know what, I can get behind your points behind that. It could very much suck if you look at it this way. I get that. But yeah, he was basically Lobo Aquaman, which I totally understand. That was my side tangent. I just wanted to point that out. That, like, yeah, I think it was great casting. It was just, again, piss poor writing. Because, as we have stated, Zack Snyder sucks. And I will fucking die on that hill. And, oh my god. The people who went after this movie and Gunn, because he is not Snyder, crawling out of the woodworks. And I'm like, could you guys just watch the goddamn movie? Like, you guys shit all over Superman. And most of you didn't see it. And yes, Superman has its problems. But it's fantastic.
What did they say about this? Because like I didn't look up anything. I didn't look at comments.
Said that he's a one-trick pony. That all he can do is Guardians of the Galaxy style movies.
Oh, was that what people said? Was that it looks very Guardians?
Yeah, but like it's not even his movie.
See, and exactly. And the thing is like like when I said that earlier, I just meant like it just gave me those vibes.
Yeah.
I like the style of it, but
But
I mean
like
like it's a cool
anybody,
way to
like
do space shit.
Rush Hour could you give you Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's just a buddy cop thing.
Yeah, if they put it in space, it would be
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like it's directed by Greg Gillespie, starring Millie Alcock, who, oh my god, she nails the look of that new Supergirl.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, I really hope she's not in that coat for the whole time, because that Supergirl suit is fucking awesome, especially with that logo.
Yeah, that was a concern of mine, but hopefully it's just kind of like a fake out just in the trailer. That's what
Yeah.
they showed, and then eventually, she's in it the whole time.
Yeah, like that Supergirl suit is fantastic, and just everything about it just looks like it looks like it's a fun movie where Kara learns to accept, like, yeah, she is Supergirl, and it is what it is. Because you get,
Yeah.
like, you see her later on in the trailer fighting what looks to be on Earth, fighting a bunch of people in, like, a really cool action beat where she's just fucking people up. In a different fight style than what would be Superman type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's cool because, like,
I'll be honest.
what's up?
I'm sorry. Continue.
No, it's
continue.
just Supergirl's so different from Superman because, like, she knows Krypton. She knows what it is. She knows what it's like. She wasn't raised on Earth. She lands there as a teenager. So she has this whole life before that. And now she's on this planet where she could break everything with, like, a fraction of just, like, touching stuff. Whereas, like, Superman deals with that, but it's been doing it his whole life where she has to deal with it. Like, so I get why she drinks, honestly. So
yeah, well, that she wakes up with the memories of all that, like,
Yeah.
that's gotta fuck with you big time.
yeah,
You wake up and it's been, I don't know how many years, so.
yeah. Like it's a lot
But
to deal with. I don't, got the powers of a
I'll be
god now,
honest.
too.
I liked the Supergirl from the Flash. I would have loved to have had more of her.
Oh
but,
yeah, Musla Bonet. She is that, yeah, Bonet, whatever her last name is.
Again, I don't know what the actress's name is, but in the Flash movie, man, that Supergirl was dope. I was like,
Oh
yeah.
oh, sorry. I was
like,
thinking the TV show. Sorry.
oh
Supergirl.
no,
I thought that's what you said.
I couldn't get into it.
She was good too.
No.
But yeah, the one in the Flash movie was good as well. Yeah, she did not get a chance to shine as much as I thought she should have, but she was very good as a different Supergirl as well. Yeah, I know a lot of people were upset when they didn't end up casting her as Supergirl in this movie. But you know what? I get it, because, like, she's playing a version of a character already, and then to cast her as a different character of Supergirl, I think would be kind of a 180 flip that maybe wouldn't work as well without casting a new actress.
Yeah, because they could do that. Because they could. The problem with that is like you were just saying, like, if they cast her in that, it would be like them casting Henry Cavill as Superman again, because people would be like, "Is this the same Superman, or is this an alternate universe Superman?" Rather than, like, people would be like, "Well, they're keeping Blue Beetle." It's like, well, Blue Beetle was far away enough from the Zack Snyder stuff that they can make that canon if they wanted to.
Yeah, it's like Peacemaker. Like, Peacemaker works because it's the exact same thing. Like, yeah, he's technically canonically connected to the two, but they just changed some shit to put him in there as well. Like, Blue Beetle works that way because, yeah, there's not really much connecting him to the overall arc. It's like, it would be like dropping Affleck's Batman in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Which just wouldn't work. It's not like you're going to take, like, if they did it with, like, Pattinson's Batman, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's fine. They just never mentioned Superman, but his Batman is in this world. It would make more sense than trying to shoehorn in a Batman and Supergirl to some extent that already have a set iconography that they would be working off of. And, like, and Snyder's Superman with Cavill already has this connotation already. It's like you can't just throw him in there and be like, oh yeah, it's a different Superman, it just looks the same, but we're gonna tell the same lighthearted story with this character who wasn't that character in his own universe. And no shitting on Cavill. I think he made a great Superman. He was just stuck in shitty the DCEU. So
Yeah.
But like it just sucks that it's constantly being compared to that. Like kind of let it be its own thing. Like I know Superman's always going to be compared to the OG Superman, but the Snyder fans need to back the fuck off and give it a break. If we can have 14 Batmans, we can have 3 different Supermans, so 4 different Supermans, whatever it is now, to give it that rest. Like, let this new universe breathe before you be like, oh, it's a fucking abject failure. Man of Steel launched as a failure and continued a failure upward trend with every movie that came out. Superman, the new one, objectively is a better movie. Did all right financially for the most part, and critically did better than Man of Steel, I believe. I could be wrong, but at least fan-wise, it did better. So let's let this universe jump off before we're like, oh, Snyder's the greatest thing ever. Which, like, he can't even... Even Netflix is like, no, we're done with you. So, like...
Yeah.
Let's chill on Snyder for a little bit there before we're like, oh, Warner Brothers is going to get bought and they're going to bring back the Snyderverse. That's not happening. Let it go.
No.
Like they're not gonna go and grab all these actors from whatever the fuck they're doing and be like, it's great, let's go.
Yep. Especially some of them don't even want to come back to it.
Right? Like.
Yep.
And what are you gonna do? You're gonna continue on a story that sucks?
Yeah. And you mess things up. Things don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I get it, man.
I want to see this new Supergirl movie. It looks good. It looks fun. It looks like a fun story. It looks like an entertaining story of a character that I know very little about other than she's Superman's cousin. She shows up when she's a teenager, and sometimes she's canonically stronger than he is.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be fun, and it's different. We got a Supergirl movie. We haven't got one of those since they made that horrible spin-off in the 80s. That was god-fucking-awful. So, like, and this is cool, and it looks good. It looks fun. It looks vibrant. It looks like a movie that I want to see and am going to enjoy, and see a Lobo, a character that is just fun whenever he appears and just comes in, fucks shit up, and then leaves. That's Lobo's job, and it's great. I know, he's going to appear more often, because obviously, why would you not cast Momoa and more things to make him a prominent character? But yeah, it's going to be fun. They're going to fight at some point. It's going to be entertaining. He's going to say man a lot. He's going to just ride his space bike with his dog and his cool chains.
Bragging.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun. And I can't wait to see it. And this story sounds intriguing. And I want to see more of what Gunn has to do before I'm writing off the DCU or whatever the hell they're calling it before it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I have 100% faith in it. I think it's going to be good. I don't doubt that it's going to be bad at all because, like I said, Superman, I'm not a Superman fan at all, but that movie made me really like Superman, and I've watched it twice, and I'm willing to watch it again. Like, just put it on because I want to watch it. Unlike Man of Steel was like I pushed through it.
I've watched this movie more than I've watched Man of Steel.
Yeah, same.
So, that's saying something. I've watched this movie more than I watched Justice League, and that includes both cuts. It's just objectively a better movie.
Yeah.
And I'm very intrigued to see what Gunn's universe looks like. Again, it's his vision, but it's also people acting under different directors. And they have a little bit more leeway than they do Marvel. So to shit on this movie because it's a James Gunn production basically, it's kind of shitting on the director who's like, I made a movie and the guy who wrote it and everyone in it, and you're not just right off the bat. It's like, come on, man, give him the shot. It looks like Guardians. The dog pees on the newspaper of Superman. That's just kind of funny. It's not disrespectful. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Like, and the only real thing that looks like Guardians is just that it's space and it's aliens, and they're, like, they're all like wearing like leather jackets and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And
But
let's
other
not
than that, I
forget,
mean, like,
Guardians is
that's
a
just
fucking
space.
up until that first movie came out, they were like a D-list Marvel team that occasionally showed up and
Yeah.
shit. So let's not pretend that Guardians of the Galaxy was like this big giant thing that everybody loved. Everyone acts like, oh, it's Guardians, it's Guardians. Nobody liked the Guardians of the Galaxy up until this point. Don't pretend you do. They're the Eternals of the Marvel universe in the comics as well. Like they're only predominant because of the movie. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. But Iron Man is the same thing. He's not an A-list hero in Marvel's universe up until the first movie hit. Like, there's a reason the Avengers exist, and it's because Cap, Thor, and Iron Man comics sell like ass. So, like, let's not pretend anything otherwise. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got some good stories, but, like, yeah, up until, they put them all in there, those three guys that you count as Marvel's tent poles aren't the big three like DC's are with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. It doesn't work that way in Marvel. Marvel's bread and butter is Spider-Man and always will be.
I was just about to say, it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Marvel's Batman.
Spider-Man and the X-Men are the biggest comics they have.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say Spider-Man and X-Men.
Like, they sell now, like, the others ones do well now because there's movies of them and people know them and, there's lineage behind those characters. But, yeah, historically, the big three of Marvel that you count as Iron Man, Cap, and Thor sold like shit. That's why the Avengers exist. Guardians of the Galaxy is not even the original Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why we saw them in the third movie. There was the original Guardians of the Galaxy. So let's not pretend Star-Lord is this great fucking character that has been loved for 40 years. Like, get your shit straight, people. Know your comic knowledge. And
he's been loved for 10 years at least. Yeah, I love the first Guardians.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I like their Guardians of the Galaxy, but I know where they are in the history of the annals of the comic books.
Yeah.
Not to gatekeep, go read what you want and like what you want, but just, a little bit of history behind shit. Like, I saw one person, and I don't know if they were trying to farm for likes or whatnot, but they were like, who's this Lobo? Like, why would you go from Aquaman to Lobo? I'm like, first of all, you're asking for trouble posting that. And
was
Lobo,
that rage bait?
I think it had to be. Like, Lobo, yeah, he's an obscure character, but he's a very popular obscure character. He's appeared in multiple comics, multiple TV shows. Like,
if he was an obscure character, he wouldn't have gotten his own spin-off and people wouldn't have been pissed off. Not spin-off, but his own, like, reboot.
Yeah, in the New 52, he was one of the 52. Like, he wouldn't have been there if they didn't think he had enough to do it. So...
that's insane.
Right?
It had to have been.
Yeah.
I hate people that are like that. They talk about comics and shit like that. Hold on. They talk about comic books and they talk about all this kind of stuff, and the only thing they have to go off of is their movie knowledge.
Yeah. And,
no
offense to you people, but I hate you. I don't hate you. That's a strong word. I have a strong dislike for you. The people whose only knowledge is movies. And yeah, I have a vast array of useless knowledge when it comes to comics. It is what it is. But just Google Lobo. Like, it's not complicated. It's not hard. But to shit all over it and not know it, just to be like, oh, it's not a thing. It's irritating to me. And like, yeah, MCU stands are some of the worst people. They're right up there with Snyder people. They're like, oh, they wouldn't do this. And I'm like, sir, you don't know fucking your ass from a hole in the ground. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be one of those people who's like, I know this because it's in the comics, man. I don't want to be one of those people. Like what you like, want what you want. Just don't be a dick about it. Just because you're like, I've seen every MCU. That's great. I've read a shit ton of Captain America comics. You want a medal? Like, I love Bucky in the MCU, but I have a huge beef the fact that one of his runs when he became Captain America is one of the greatest run of comics ever. And the fact that was an adapted sucks. But am I all like, fuck Bucky and fuck the MCU for doing it? No, it's a cool character with a different take. That's why the multiverse exists. I'm going to go off on a tangent here. Just give me a minute. Everyone fucking just rants and raves about, like, oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do this. Motherfuckers, the multiverse exists. You guys shit all over the multiverse because everyone's doing it. There's a reason it exists, so people have various different forms of media to have the characters they like to want to like.
Yeah. And that way they could bring in certain ones if they want to.
Exactly. One of the prime examples for me is Turtles. Turtles has multiple variations of the comics, TV shows, and movies, and people like what they want to like from that. Take what you want, like what you want. I hate Rise of the TMNT. I think it is ass, I think it is garbage, and I don't want anything to do with it. But people love it, they want it back, and they are constantly asking for more media from it. And I'm just like, more power to you. You like what you want to like, and you want more of it. That's cool. Am I going to be like, fuck you guys, it's terrible? Yes, but want what you want. Like, I don't want it, but you guys do, so I'm cool with that. I don't care, you know? I don't get why people are all ass hard up on things for not being it. Unless you're a Snyder fan, then you're just an idiot. Because we don't want more of that.
This is true. No. I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing it. The fact that is still a part of the conversation is frustrating as hell.
Yeah, I'm tired of that conversation. Again, it came up with us because I gotta be like, listen, guys, chill the fuck out. Like, look at this new thing, and it is what it is. So I'm just excited to see this movie. It looks good, and I've said that it was Superman, and it was good. So now Supergirl's up, and we get to see how she does, and I can't wait to see it because it looks interesting. Do we know the release date on this thing?
No, I was actually going to ask you about that.
Let me go back here real quick. Stall for time. When is the release date? Well, I'm sure it's some point in the next year. How about that? It comes out some point in the next year. I don't know why it's not giving me a date.
Seems like it should be a I feel like it should be like a summer movie.
It probably is. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there it is. You're right. It is June 26, 2016.
Nice. Yeah, I was about to say that's one of those summer blockbusters.
Yeah, and basically the plot synopsis, now that I have it, is an unexpected and ruthless adversary strikes too close to home. Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, reluctantly joins forces with an unlikely companion on an epic interstellar journey of vengeance and justice. And it stars a bunch of people who are doing cool things. And Chrome looks cool. And Superman is in it at some point, I'm assuming just as a little cameo.
Probably her dropping off at the beginning.
Yeah. They're going to kill this guy called Quam. Quam of Yellow.
Quam?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Indeed. So, yeah, we shall see. It looks good. I can't wait to see it when it comes out in June. Speaking
I will be there.
New movies, we have an update on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A few weeks ago, it was announced that they are canceling the proposed live-action Last Ronin movie. A movie that I was timidly wanting to be a movie anyways. Because as much as I like The Last Ronin, I think we need more of regular Turtles before we end up with a Last Ronin-esque. Because as much as I like Mutant Mayhem, it just ain't it right now. Like, it's a good movie. It's a good side thing for Paramount. It did well critically and financially. Obviously, it got a season of a TV show. It got a second season of a TV show that was canceled because of bullshit and no other reason. And has a sequel coming out in 2027, I believe it is. And also the second season drops in a few weeks. Yeah, the sequel to Mutant Mayhem drops on September 17th, 2027. It got pushed back as far as I know. But the new
It's
news
weird.
on the Turtles is Paramount is looking to Sonicify the Turtles franchise, which basically means they want it to be successful and have a bunch of spin-offs. So they're doing a live-action hybrid, CGI hybrid, that is going to be helmed by the Sonic guy and also the Fast and Furious dude. They were responsible for bringing the Sonic franchise to where it is now with three successful movies and a spin-off TV show and another movie in the works. So that's what Paramount wants to do. They're looking to make their existing IPs that are not Transformers and G.I. Joe more successful. So they want to have a live-action CGI TMNT that they can have spin-offs with that aren't The Last Ronin, because obviously The Last Ronin is not going to be a powerhouse of a movie franchise where you can have sequels and spin-offs and do what you want with it. And I think they said they want to try and have it going by, like, they announced the release date, but I don't remember what it was. I'm just going to say May 2027. That's what I'm going with, because I vaguely remember reading that. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I want more live-action Turtles. I miss the live-action Turtle franchise. If they can, me and you have said this before, if they can take those suits from the 90s and make them into a CGI live-action thing and just go with it, I'm all for it. Make it, do that lighthearted, Sonic works because it's a split between adult and kid-friendly, where it works. Knuckles' a spin-off show was a fun, little road trip thing, and go with me on this, man, and then I'm going to get your opinion on what you think of this announcement, but I think a perfect spin-off would be Casey Jones, where you introduce him, you have him work with one of the Turtles, probably Raphael, and just call it Casey or Jones, and it's kind of like an origin story mixed in with, they're trying to fight the purple dragons in the current day, and he meets Raph through various things, and then the turtle he's not always there, but he's kind of there sometimes to help him out, and then you get Casey Jones, and then in the sequel, boom, Casey Jones is in the sequel.
Or that sounds like they'd go the Knuckles route with that one.
Well, yeah, I was using Knuckles as the Casey TV show, where it lets the spinoff is Casey.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, or it's Raph going out on his own who meets Casey.
That too, yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah. I was just thinking money wise of having a fully CGI turtle constantly might be a bit much.
Yeah,
Knuckles is 3 feet tall, where a turtle is 6 and expensive.
Yeah,
I was saving Paramount some money because I'm nice like that. but yeah, that's my thoughts on this. What do you think on this?
I was in the same boat with you with the whole Last Ronin thing. I was like, oh, that's a weird choice. You're only making it because it's a popular comic right now, but I really feel like this should be a build-up kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Or if they did do it, This Is Us, bring back the voice actors and all the characters from the ones we grew up with, and let this be, the ending of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or
and then if they want to
see spiritual succession. That's the word I was looking for, of that type of thing.
But I would honestly I just hope with this reboot, I think it's gonna be cool. I hope it's cool, and they're going to go the Sonic route, but I am very mixed on the Sonic movies. I like them. I enjoy them. They are way better than they should be.
Mm-hmm.
But they lean more into the goofy kind of kid side, where I kind of gotta roll my eyes a little bit at some of the jokes. And I really don't like the voice actor for Sonic. I don't know.
Ben Schwartz.
Yeah. I just feel like something about him, he's not bad, but he's just something is missing from his execution
My problem with
of the
him,
way he says
I
things.
like him, but he just sounds like Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, and he sounds sarcastic with everything he says,
Hmm.
but not like a cool, not like a cool sarcastic like Jaleel White did, uh, or any of the other Sonic
I
voice
think
actors from any of the other
Sean
games.
something doesn't he? Is the current voice actor
Yeah,
for Sonic Sean something?
I'm not sure,
Yeah, I'm not either. We're both just like,
but that's the only thing I wanted to do. Make it live action,
hmm.
but make them look really good
Hmm.
because it can be done.
Hmm.
There's no reason
No.
that it should look bad.
If they like,
But my
I would be
hopes.
happy if they kind of adapted like the look of the IDW turtles.
Uh huh.
I think they look cool. They all have a distinct look and feel to them. And if you want to start taking stories from that, go ahead, because that is a really good run of comics.
Uh huh. That's where I was going with that when I was saying I hope. Whew, so sorry, man.
No, you're good, bro.
It's been a long day.
I get
Uh,
it.
uh, oh, I was hoping that I was gonna say I hope that they do the IDW run. That way, we could get to that. I think it'd be cool how they handle the Bebop, Rocksteady, and Donnie thing,
Hmm.
and then with the robot, and then maybe keep going, and then we get the yellow turtle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
So
Janica.
like yeah. So
Hmm.
like over time. I mean, there's so much stuff they could do, but it's like
There's
I just feel like they
123 issues, I want to say, of that comic right now. That's a lot, man.
I just feel like I just feel like they just can't get it right for some reason since like with the movies since um the 90s ones. And I'm not trying to be one of those
I
like
think there's
I
a lot of
those
hesitation to move away from the Turtles and Shredder. Like I know the
but it's
first
like you
one, like the animated one did it, but I feel like there's a lot of like we need to do the Turtles origin and Shredder. We've seen that
but we already
time and
have that.
time. I
Go
know, but
go the whole Spider-Man route,
yeah.
like oh look, we've already seen this shit. We don't need to see it again. Or the Batman route. I mean like don't get me wrong, the Mutant Mayhem or whatever. Like I loved it. That movie was great.
Hmm.
Smile ear to ear. Love watching it. Love the art style and everything. But I don't like the whole route of oh they want to go to school and they want to be teenagers and now like people like them and are aware of them and now they just kind of naturally around and stuff and then
Yeah.
like Bebop and Rocksteady is were on their side, but I'm sure they're gonna get convinced to go to the other side in the next movie. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just
Well, that's what I
it's
like
a
about
fun movie.
that's what I like about the IDW thing. Is like they got so far. It was like, and then like this character, Old Hobbs, who like I think they should use in the new movie because
Uh
he's
huh.
such a great antagonist. Would be to like if you get there eventually, do the whole mutant town where like yeah, this dude sets off a thing and like there's a whole part of New York that is just mutants, like and
Yeah.
it's like they have their own hierarchy and system and everything and I'm just like if you could
Well,
get there.
that's kind of what they were doing in the Mutant Mayhem with
Yeah.
uh oh my god, what's his name? Something Fly,
uh
Superfly.
Superfly, yeah, but like it I don't know, it's just a lot of it was very goofy and I just yeah, like the kids they want to go
No,
to
I
thing
I
and it
feel you.
works. I'm just hoping for a little bit of an age up when it comes to this live action one. It doesn't have to be adult oriented, but I would like a little bit higher demographic, if you will. Like go for
Yeah.
the PG-13 route. I think would be a good. You know they're gonna put it at PG, but like push that PG as far as you can go. Like I don't want it to be necessarily the tone of Sonic, because yeah, like you said, Sonic. There's technically like a kid age gap where that would be like all right. There's a fine line between where it is for adults and kids, and I wish it was a little
Mhm.
higher up, as you said. I
Yeah.
want them to do that with the turtles as well, because like yeah, I want the turtles to be like yeah, they're pop culture relevant pretty much everywhere, but I would like a good successful run of them of not having like two movies and then we wait 15 years for another one. It's like Tron. Like Tron, I watched Tron Ares the other day, and you know what? It was enjoyable. I liked it, and they toned down Jared Leto, which was nice. I liked the ideas of what they did and what they set up and what they want to do for a sequel. But we're not going to get one of those because, again, you cast Jared Leto and people were immediately turned off, which I get because that's what happened to me. But I watched it, I enjoyed it, and I want to see what they do. But we're not going to get a sequel until 2045 because that's what they do. They wait 15 years in between each sequel because Disney sucks when it comes to Tron.
Yeah.
And I don't want that for Turtles anymore.
See, and that's what frustrates me the most about that's what frustrates me the most about like franchises like that. It's like you have these properties you could do so much cool shit with, and then they just keep fucking fumbling. And I'm like, come on, like there's got to be someone there be like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. Hey, no one actually really likes Jared Leto. Can we stop putting him in stuff?
Yeah,
because y'all keep trying,
Paramount
and it's not working.
Prime example of this. They put out fucking 8 Transformers movies that got worse with quality before someone was like, maybe we should do something different. Like, why did it take? I mean, it. I get it. Up until like the last 4, they made money. But after that, why did someone stop them before it was like, maybe we shouldn't do this? And it was like the same thing they did with G.I. Joe. They made the first one, and people were like, oh, this isn't that great. It's terrible. And then they kind of fixed it, and everyone was like, hey, this isn't too bad. And then they were like, yeah, we're not going to make any G.I. Joes. Here's another Transformer. And it was like, but we kind of like the second one. Why didn't you do that? They're like, no, we're gonna backdoor pilot you in a different movie 15 years later in a reboot. And then we're gonna sit on it for another 10.
Like, did you hear about the newest?
No.
Rumors?
No, for
or
Joe?
leaks?
No, I haven't heard anything.
For Transformers.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Apparently, Michael Bay's coming back.
Ugh,
and
why?
he's going full circle. He's got old Marky Mark coming back as well as Shia LaBeouf. Like it's like a big old team up of like everyone coming back, and I'm like, huh. And people are like, yeah, finally, and I'm like, no.
And don't get me wrong, Shia LaBeouf is not the problem with Transformers. Like,
oh yeah, no, he's not. I'd like to see him more. I'd like this character, but I really
I'm
just over here. I'm just like, yeah. How about you give us the movie on Cybertron, like at the beginning of Bumblebee,
or where you took the inspiration from of the Transformers games, the Cybertron ones, where it's like just make those, and we keep telling you that, and you don't fucking listen. You made Transformers 1. It was great, and then you're like, nah, we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't make us money. It's like, what? Dude, because you marketed it.
No, they didn't market terribly. They didn't market it. Period.
Well, when they released the trailer, they're like, "Hey, look, it's a goofy, wacky movie." Because I shit on it. I'll be honest. Like, I was like, "This looks terrible."
Oh yeah,
why are they
Teen
doing
Titans the shit out of that movie. Like, they dropped the trailer and went, "Look at this goofy movie," and we're like, "It wasn't that at all. It was a great origin to." Yep. It was a great different origin to the Transformers and Optimus Prime. And you're like, we cast Thor as Optimus Prime, and we're like, you guys suck. And then we're like, oh shit, it was actually good. We fell victim to the trap of shitting on something before we watched it. Which justifiably so, because that trailer was fucking ass.
Yeah, it just made it look like one of the silly kids movie. Yeah. You want to know why Chris almost said Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, one of those Chris's, one of those fuckers.
Yeah.
Why he you want to know why he sounded so good? Because he actually went and talked to Homeboy and was like, "Hey, give me some tips on how to talk like Optimus Prime."
I
don't know why I sound like Sean Connery for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you sound like
Optimus Prime.
The name is Pax, Orion Pax. And like, yeah, they worked the Orion Pax thing in it. It was great. And they got
Dude, that whole movie is just fucking good. Anytime I think about it, I'm like, I want to rewatch it because
I watched it a
the
couple weeks
fucking
ago. It was it's a fun for the ride, man. It's a cool story.
fucking falling at their fucking friendship, the way like seeing the fallout hurts, dude, and
Hmm.
like the change and into him becoming Megatron is
That
just
is
like,
one
oh
of my
fuck.
favorite new add-ons to the Transformers mythos is Megatron and Prime being like buddy buddy or like good acquaintances beforehand. And that I believe that
Yeah.
is from IDW introducing that. Where it was like, yeah, here's Orion Pax. Like Orion Pax has kind of always been a thing, but now it's more of a prevalent thing. And like, yeah, they both want Cybertron to be great. They both just have very different ideas about how it should be done. And like Orion Pax is like this optimist who like yeah, the government of Cybertron is corrupt as shit, and they show that in multiple iterations of it. And Megatron's like, no, we need to like fight for our thing, and Pax is like, no, we need to go about this a diplomatic way and make Cybertron the best it can be. And ultimately, that's why he's chosen to be Prime, and Megatron is Megatron. Um,
Yeah.
but like, that's such a cool story of like, yeah, here's this two guys who want the best for their planet and life, and just have fundamental different ideologies of how to go about it. And then later on, like after the war, you see that like Megatron's like, oh shit, this war and my way of thinking isn't exactly the best that it can be. And like in some iterations, he joins with Prime and his people to be like, no, we need to fix this and make it better. And I'm like, that's a cool thing that I would like to see. I think out of a Transformers thing is like, no, I don't want to watch a fucking movie about democracy and fucking Senate hearings. Fucking Star Wars Rise of the fucking thing there. I don't need to see that. But I think that would be cool to be like, yeah, the war is over. How do we rebuild a Cybertron? I think that would be a cool thing to do. And if you are going to do that, which I'm not giving Bay any credit to fucking do that. If you want to do that, that would be a cool story. Like, yeah, Cybertron is destroyed. Let's stop fighting and try to make it a better place, and then unite against whoever they're gonna fucking Unicron. I think that would be a fucking cool story to tell. But God knows they won't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like what they did with, like I said, with how they I like that they gave it to where Megatron, he has a reason for having that kind of viewpoint. He felt betrayed and lied to
Yeah,
about what he was told the whole time,
and
and
he
like, wait,
was.
we could have
He
had
was
these.
right. That's the best part.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, no, he has every right to feel that way.
Yeah.
But then also, you also kind of see it from Optimus's side, where it's like, all right, man, like you could be mad, but like,
Killing everyone is kind of a thing, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. There's a system.
Although
that
I'll be
you should-
honest, they deserved it. So
Yeah, exactly. Again, both sides are kind of right, but I get it. With Transformers,
yeah.
let's preference that. With both sides are right there. But I was gonna say something there too about. Oh, also, what the fuck is Bay gonna do? He's killed every every iconic Transformer in live action.
know.
Like who?
Whatever.
Like there's nobody left. They've run through
Reboot the
basically
goddamn
every
universe.
copyright they have. They've killed Jazz. They killed Jazz. And they killed Ratchet. All the base Transformers are dead. Who like you got Prime and Hound. You know what I mean. Like there's no, and Bumblebee. There you got, but like the core Transformers that you know of from like let's say the 80 G1 and your main Transformers, they're all dead. Megatron's dead. I think Starscream's dead. Like,
Yeah.
they've killed them all. There's like you can't do anything with it and like have it like, oh here's Jetfire's dead. So they're like, oh here's Nerf Fire or whatever they're gonna call him this week, or here's Red Alert. You used Rodimus already, and he You wasted him. I guess you could introduce Hotshot, but he's basically Bumblebee because they didn't do the licensing. You know,
Yeah.
they've used a Devastator already. They've used and he's dead. Like, what are you gonna do? Bring back the racist twins?
They Jesus Christ!
Right? Unless unless you use the Beast Transformers, which should probably kill most of those too.
Yeah, they're doing the whole thing where when the superhero movies where you got this villain, we never actually got them in their actual costume, but you kill them off, so it doesn't matter. We'll never get them back. Why?
Yeah, what are you gonna who's the villain? You've used Sentinel Prime and changed his thing. Like, who are you gonna go with? Like Scourge from the Planet Cybertron series there. You've already used Unicron and butchered him. You killed Kelsey Grammer, which I'm fine with. You used the Hunter already and killed him. I'm like, who are they gonna fight? Who's the villain in this movie? Like, who are they gonna take up and fight? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But again, we'll see what they do. And again, but you had a successful movie with Rise of the Beast. Just make a sequel to that. Build off of that. You have a character. You have you could do a mainline movie with the Transformers. You could do a spin-off with the Beasts, and you got your G.I. Joe set up with the other guy. You got 3 movies out of that. Go with it. Run with it. Make your multiverse. Have the G.I. Joes team up with the Transformers. That's what you were building to. Why are we not doing that? You have a whole setup for Beast Wars.
Just throw in the Fast and the Furious guys too. You know, why not?
Please don't do that. please don't do that. I do not need Vin walking up to Prime and being like, "We're family," and then they speed off and that song plays and everyone cries. Paul Walker's Skyline, it turns out this whole time was Transformers. I will fucking leave. I will leave the theater.
Did you hear about that? About with Paul Walker?
No. What's up?
I thought this was a recent thing. Then I watched it, and the video was from last year or earlier this year. Vin Diesel announced that Brian O'Connor's coming back.
He also announced that the movie is a go, which the fucking studio was like, "Nah, man, we never greenlit your movie. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't have any contracts. Nobody's signed, and your proposed budget is $40 million. What we're giving you because your last movie sucked. So I don't know why you announced a movie." Did you hear that part?
Wow.
Yeah, they announced that this sequel. So this whole time, everyone thought that the sequel was a go. They never greenlit the sequel. No one's had their contract. Nobody's signed. They haven't greenlit it. They have a preliminary script budget thing, a preliminary thing and a budget. But Paramount was like, "No, we're not doing that because you didn't make enough money with the last one. So we're not greenlighting this sequel until you cut this off and at least $40 million off your budget." And that's where we sit right now. So Vin's been going around telling everyone that this movie's a go when it's not. I'm like, at this point, it's been years. You should have been taping this movie already.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything's in a weird spot. Things keep getting pushed. Whenever I see some people are like 2027, I'm like, come on. I'm like, What are we getting in 2026?
Well, in 2026, we are getting Street Fighter. That's my segue. How was it?
Pretty good.
So
pretty good
last
segue.
night was the Video Game Awards, which we will get into shortly. What was revealed that we find kind of interesting and fascinating that at some point we might play. We got a teaser for the Street Fighter movie, and honestly, I think it was the best teaser they could have done because you got a glimpse of every actor and every character, some cool dialogue, and a cool couple fight scenes, and the Easter egg of a guy hitting a car, which is just iconic Street Fighter. But yeah, seeing that is really cool, and I think that teaser and having them all come out on stage was just genius. I think the only person that wasn't there that was 50. But seeing
Yeah, he's too
everybody
busy
there.
out there being a petty bitch, and I'm all here for it.
Oh, it's not petty, but we're not getting into that because it's a pretty cool thing what he's doing right now, and I'm all for it.
Oh no,
But
it's not petty, but I just mean like
yeah,
there's a meme I saw
uh,
earlier.
Fitty is doing a promotional stint right now for another thing that we will not talk about on this podcast. But if you know, you know. But seeing that Street Fighter teaser last night was phenomenal, and seeing everybody in their like iconic looks, and my god, they all look fantastic. They nailed the costume design, they nailed the feel of the look of it. My only gripe, and it's just, I think it's a me thing, and I was telling Amanda this yesterday, that Cody Rhodes just looks, he's playing Guile in the movie, and I know it's based off a teaser, but Cody Rhodes just looks like Guile with Guile's hair, and that's all I see when I see Cody Rhodes.
You mean he looks like Cody Rhodes with Guile's hair?
Yeah, that's all he looks like to me, and I'm having a hard time like getting him as Guile, and that's just because I look at him as Cody Rhodes, and it's less so with Roman, but kind of the same thing because he at least is playing he's playing like Akuma, and you can kind of see more of Akuma than you can see Roman. But to me, I think like when you look at The Rock to some extent, because he just plays The Rock, but when you look at someone like John Cena, he's been acting now, so you can disassociate John Cena with John Cena as the character he's playing. But when I see Cody Rhodes and stuff, I just see Cody Rhodes. I don't see him as a character he's playing anything yet, because he is still, to me, he's just Cody Rhodes. That's all he's been. So when I see him as Guile, he just looks like he just looks like Cody with Guile hair. And I mean, he looked good, don't get me wrong. Like, he looks like Guile. Like, he's got the outfit on and the tat and he does a flip kick and he looks cool as shit. But to me, he just looked like Cody Rhodes. And that's just a me hang up. I'm sure the movie will be good because it looks good and looks like they're taking the time and care to do it, which I appreciate. Van Damme.
They're doing the thing that everybody wants.
Yeah.
They're doing the thing that everybody wants in movies now, where they're giving us the accurate character design. I don't care if his hair looks silly as fuck. He looks like Guile. When I saw him,
Guile should be Guile, and when Guile comes on screen, his fucking theme plays.
Yeah. But see, I'm not a wrestling fan that much, and while I know what Cody Rhodes looks like, me seeing him as that, it doesn't, I don't see it as, that's just Cody Rhodes. But like, I don't know. When I saw the trailer, when it started, I was like, oh fuck, I was like, oh wait, hold on, Ryu looks like he's supposed to. I'm like, and they just kept going, and I was like, okay.
Bro, everybody looks like their character, and that's so fucking good and so cool. Like, nobody shied away from their look.
You know what's gonna be terrible? This is technically kind of competing with Street Fighter now. I mean, with Mortal Kombat now, and I'm like, is this gonna be somehow better than Mortal Kombat, where Mortal Kombat I felt like was trying to be kind of serious but also funny, while with this I feel like they're gonna lean in. Yeah, we know this looks ridiculous, but we're gonna lean into it.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I completely forgot 50 Cent was in this movie. And when Barlog came on the screen, I was looking at him, I was like, oh shit, that's right. I'm like, man, he looks good as Barlog. And I'm like, who is that? I'm like, he looks kind of like 50 Cent, but like, I'm like, I don't remember who's in this. And then I saw the picture and it was like 50 Cent. And I was like, oh, it is him. I was right.
So I don't know if you've ever seen any of the Tekken movies. There's a few Tekken movies in the early 2000s.
No, I remember hearing about him, but that was my next thing. Watch Tekken come out and just be like...
What's great about those Tekken movies is they know they're Tekken movies. And they look like the characters, they have the characters, they do the characters, and honestly, they're low budget as shit, and they are what they are. But like, they nail we're Tekken. We're a movie about a fighting tournament from a corporation with a corrupt dude and here's a guy, and that he fights people, and they nail the look and feel of Tekken, and like Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
for the most part, kind of nailed that with the last movie. Like, yeah, the character of Cole is stupid as shit, and he shouldn't be in there. But the rest of it, they nail the characters and who they are and what they're doing, and I think it's awesome. Um, and Street Fighter looks like it's doing the exact same thing, which is fucking cool as shit, and I'm all for it. I know
I am too.
jack shit about Street Fighter other than their names and some of their special moves, and that they hit cars occasionally. I don't play Street Fighter, but I know of it, and it looks cool.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 is like my favorite game, one of my favorite fighting games growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it's the first fighting game I ever played, and I loved it. That game was so fun. And then I like the movie. I it, I don't know the lore. I'm not that deep in it, but I like the idea of the characters. Like I like
Mm-hmm.
the characters. I like the idea of getting a movie that's game accurate
Yeah.
for the most part. So I'm here for it. Like I think it looks great. Even I think Vega looks cool, and a lot of people are shitting on the way he looks, and I'm like, you know what? I have a feeling they're gonna do something with this character that's gonna piss a lot of people off, but also I feel like he kind of fits his character because I feel like his character is already kind of like he already has some kind of spice to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. Uh, Given the way he looks in this, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the colors they pick for him, but I think he looks dope.
Mm-hmm. I think they look great. I just cool, man. I can't wait to see them like do their moves and whatever. I don't know how Tekken story works. I don't, or not Tekken, Street Fighter.
You mean
I
Street
don't,
Fighter?
I don't know how their story works or what it does, but like, all right, let's fight some people. I'm all for it. Like, yeah, I don't even know the bare minimum of anything about. I know Ren and Caillou. I almost said Caillou. Ken have a. I wish he was in there so I could beat up Caillou. I know they have like this rivalry, and they have like a master that they had who wasn't introduced apparently until the last game for the first time. And then like
Yeah.
they don't like M Bison, but like I know nothing about anybody else in that. I know they're friends with Cammy and Chun Li, and yeah, other than that, I know jack shit about it. I don't know the story. I don't know anything about it. I'm just here to see it, and it looks cool. The character designs look awesome, and it looks like they put some love and care behind this franchise, and I'm like, I'm all for it.
Yep.
So
And that's all I care about. Is
yeah.
like if the people are coming in from a good place of like, hey, we love the games, we want to make this good, and they're not
Mhm.
here like, hey, we're gonna come in and we're gonna change stuff up like motherfucking Michael Bay wanted to fucking do with the goddamn turtles. We're gonna make it space aliens. They're not even mutants. They're teenage Ninja Turtles.
I was so mad when I saw that, but I'm not getting into it.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it.
Fucking
We can move on.
Bayman.
Cause what are we at now? I feel like we're really long.
We
into
are
this.
at an hour and 3 minutes, sir. So we're cruising right along.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we talked a lot about random things. We got the tangents. Our tangents are great. But yeah, Street Fighter looks good. Little teaser. I don't think we need to go any more in depth into that. Before we get fully into the Game Awards here, I just want to talk about. There's an Alien game that had been rumored in development for a while now, and it got canceled. But apparently, due to the success of Alien Earth, they have been like, "Hey, let's bring this back." So it's coming back in development, new studio, big budget, and it's gonna have Ripley 8 in it. If you guys don't know,
They're gonna make Resurrection canon.
apparently. I don't know if this game is canon or what it's doing, but yeah, Ripley 8 is in this movie or game. They haven't stated if it's going to be played by Sigourney Weaver or if it's a playable character, an NPC, or what it's going to be. But yeah, she's in this game, and it's a combat platform puzzle game. There's going to be some stealth in it as well. They said there's at least 3 characters in the game. an engineer who has magnetic boots and a grappling hook. And then Reizu, who's the game's antagonist, and Ripley 8, who obviously is from that movie. She's a clone and will be intrigued. It apparently has a very big budget. And yeah, we're just getting a new look at an Alien game, which, cool. We haven't had a good one, at least in my eyes, since Isolation. So more Alien stuff is cool to me, and the fact, again, these franchises are going forward with new games and movies, I am all for.
Same. As an Aliens fan, it's exciting, but also at the rate we've been going, a little like I'm like, eh. I was like, oh, we'll see when it gets here, because Fireteam Elite wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bugs, a lot of weirdness with that game. Mm-hmm. What was the one after that? Descent, I think.
Yeah.
Tried playing that. Did not like the game style. I thought I'd like it. I didn't like it. And then I wanted to play the VR one because they released it. You know, they're releasing it not in VR. Yeah, so I'll give that a shot. But I haven't heard shit about it.
Coming out soon?
I am not 100% sure. I've barely kept up with video games, man. Yeah. It's been a hot minute.
So yeah, that's our first thoughts on Alien. Speaking of video games, last night's Game Awards, very cool. One of the better ones. Less, I feel, of like the anime inspired games and the, hey look, it's what is it, Bloodborne and what's that
Elden Ring?
Yeah. Less inspired of those type of games and more of kind of other things other than a few, which I'm all for. Our first, and again, we're not going to cover all of them because obviously there's a lot and you're not going to play everything. But for me, one of the big ones was the reveal, and I'm really annoyed at this that I found out later, was Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, which is a sequel to the old school Knights of the Republic games. It's
a sequel?
Yeah, it is a sequel to those, but it's going to be a single-player, narrative-driven RPG set in that universe. A spiritual successor while being a successor to those games, which is very cool. They showed a character. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Yeah, they show this character getting off a ship. They zoom in on her face, and she lights a lightsaber. And arguably one of the coolest names for a Star Wars thing, Fate of the Old Republic, appears on the screen. And you're like, fuck yeah, that looks awesome. And then Jason Schreier announced today that apparently this studio is brand new, and this game is not coming anywhere at least until 2030 at minimum. I was like, fuck you. So that is way too long to announce the game.
On the next set of consoles that everyone can rush and go spend money on and not have any PS7 fucking games to play.
Yeah, it's a launch title for the PS7. And I'm like, fuck you, man. I was so annoyed. I'm like, how are you going to announce this cool game? Like, whatever, 2 years out, whatever. But, like, dude, it's 2025, almost 2026. 2030 at minimum? Come on, man. That's a bit much. And then another big one that looked cool was, like, we saw that statue for, like, days in the middle of, like, the desert or whatever. In the Mojave. And all kinds of things were thrown out there. God of War, blah, blah, blah. Apparently it is it was a teaser for Divinity, a sequel/reboot of Divinity, from the people who did Baldur's Gate 3. And it's apparently going to be their biggest game yet. And my god, that trailer was very cool. Like this Burning Man-esque like thing, and then this guy spits out a bunch of, I'm just gonna say venom. And then they all turn into like this dead statue thing, and that was really cool. And I never played Baldur's Gate 3, but this looks really cool. I can't wait to see more of it and what they do, because that I like those mid, like Skyrim's awesome, and that type of setting where you're in the medieval times is a very cool setting. So I'm all for that. Like The Witcher and Skyrim, all those types of things.
Yeah.
And it being like a D&D style game, but not completely D&D, I think is really cool. So, any thoughts on that?
No.
You're
No.
like, it's not a me-ass game, and I understand. I understand.
Yep. Definitely not a me game.
No.
I've gotten to the point where I've accepted I don't consider myself a gamer. I consider myself as somebody who games.
Mm-hmm.
And I have very particular taste because, man, let me tell you, dude, it is almost nothing gets my interest anymore. Like some things I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, the most recent game that I was like beyond that, like took over my life was Astrobot last year that we got for Christmas. I fucking adored that game.
The next 3 games are like me-ass game that I'm really excited for. So we got a new look and confirmation of Leon Kennedy and Resident Evil Requiem. Which I have streamed the last few Resident Evil games, so I don't see this one being a big thing, a big difference. This one comes out in February 27th, 2026, my birthday, which I'm excited for.
Hell yeah.
So we now have Grace Ashcroft and Leon as characters, and they are both going to be played fundamentally different. Grace is the survival horror aspect of Resident Evil, where Leon is going to be full-on ass-kicker action adventure type thing, where in this trailer you saw him kicking people, shooting people, and killing a dude with a chainsaw when a zombie had a chainsaw. Zombie ran up to him with a chainsaw, he kicked him, stole his chainsaw, and then killed him with it. And I am all fucking for that. I watched a little bit of it. It looked really cool. I love the dual aspect of the game. I think that's really cool, and their intertwining story, and the fact that it's set in Raccoon City after the fall and bombing of Raccoon City. I cannot wait to see what they do with this. And apparently also the daughter of Ethan is going to be some way involved in this story. And I'm very intrigued because Resident Evil, the last few games, have just been banger after banger, and I'm all for it. And D-Rock can watch me stream it, I can explain to him what's going on. We also got
it sucks because it's like I like those games, and I have them, and I want to play them. I just one day. I
got 2 and 3 of the new ones, and I have to finish those as well. So, and Resident Evil 3 is one of my favorite Resident Evils. So, we also got 2 new announcements for Lara Croft, which I am all for, because Tomb Raider has just been kind of everywhere lately. She's getting a new live-action show. She's got an animated show with a new season coming out soon. And she just finished a game series. They remastered a bunch of the old games, and now we are getting a reimagining of her first adventure from the ground up, not just a remastered. So I am very much for that. That's cool. So we got that announcement, as well as a brand new game called Tomb Raider Catalyst, both by Crystal Dynamic. So Catalyst is the remake, and the new one is called Legacy of Atlantis.
Oh, okay, that's what I was confused about, because I thought I saw something with Atlantis, but I'm like...
Catalyst is the remake, and then the new one is called The Legacy of Atlantis. And it's set in the wake of a mythical cataclysm that unleashes ancient secrets awakened and mysterious forces that guard them. When the most notorious treasure hunters from around the world descend upon the region, Lara races to uncover the truth behind the fractured landscape and stop those who use its power for their own game. As well as the ancient world collides with the present, Lara must decide who to trust among rivals and allies to prevent a catastrophe and protect a secret that could reshape the future. And I mean, that's cool, and it deals with Atlantis, which is just awesome. And they both look really good. And I'm all for it, because Tomb Raider also is a cool, fun franchise that I've played various games throughout the years. And I really liked the reboot that they did with Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I do not remember the name of the other game as well. And then we got our first look at Control Resonant, which just looks awesome. It looks like this dude is going to be fighting with a sword slash brick, piece of steel in Inception.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If you if you want to just scroll through that trailer, dude, it is so cool. So it's a follow up to Control, a game I've been meaning to play.
I was about to say, this is a follow up to that? Isn't Control also like a spinoff of?
Yeah, it's all set in
Alan Wake.
Wake's type of universe type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're starring as the younger brother. And just deals with a bunch of, instead of a gun, you get a transforming melee weapon that turns into a bunch of things, and then this thing turned into a hammer, a sword, and just all kinds of cool things that looked awesome. It looks violent, bloody, and kind of looks like Inception.
Grammarly is an AI
And
writing
I'm
tool
all
that
for
works
it.
seamlessly
And
with your
this
everyday
thing
app,
just,
and
we don't need to hear about Grammarly. And I'm for it. And now we got a reveal. Very cool reveal. And here's a game that I think you probably will play. We got our first gameplay look at the return of the Blue Bomber Mega Man, called Mega Man Dual Override. The reveal and the trailer was just cool. Like, it built up to this, like, you're scrolling through this computer thing, and then they start playing the theme, Wily's theme, and then it scrolls in, and like Mega Man opens up to reveal him, and then you saw gameplay footage of what's going to be the new Mega Man game. It looks cool. I suck at Mega Man. There's evidence of that on the YouTube channel. I'm terrible.
I'm god awful at it.
But this looked cool. I'm definitely for this reveal. My only problem with it is that it releases in 2027. Which I'm like
everything
God damn
else.
It, stop showing shit. That Control game comes out in 2026, so that's cool, by the way.
Control does look really cool though.
I need to play the OG one. I have it on. It's on Game Pass and on the PlayStation thing. I had it downloaded at one point. I just need to finish it. I just finally went back and started playing Ghost of Tsushima again. So eventually I will get to games. I've just been playing too much Apex and Fortnite.
Nothing wrong with that. If I was on, we'd be playing Fortnite.
Exactly. Also, the studio that made Apex and Titanfall showed off a new game, and it looked really cool as well. It's also free to play, and it comes out in January. It looks like a mythic shooter where you can hop on and off of horses that appear out of nowhere. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool. I don't have the name of it offhand, but it looked dope. We got a new look at Phantom Blade Zero, which looks cool. We got a new look at that Pragmata game from Capcom. We got to look at Warlock, a new Dungeons and Dragons game that stars Trisha Helford. Sons of Forest got a new game. Oh, that game from thing is called Highguard. It is a PvP raid shooter from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. It comes out on the 26th of January. You ride, fight, and raid as Warden's arcane gunslinger sent to fight for control of a mythic continent. I recommend checking out that trailer, man. It looked pretty cool.
Alright, I'll check it out.
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to play the game. Maybe me and Panda will play it and check it out, because it's more of the developers from Respawn who made their own studio doing stuff, and I really like them. We got a Star Wars racing game coming, man. We got to look at Star Wars Galactic Racer.
I was going to ask about that. Is that pod racing?
So, nobody really knows. There was a pod racer in the scene, but several other vehicles. So, it looks like it might be a mix of all of it. And then we got a tease of Saboba at the end of it. It is from the makers of Burnout and Need for Speed. It is on the outer rims of the Star Wars galaxy, they said. It takes place in a galaxy where the Empire is gone and a new galactic racing has formed. The League is an underground, unsanctioned circuit where the syndicates bankroll chaos, champions are forged, no force, no prophecy, just skill, strategy, and the real will to rise. And it looked awesome. It looked like a pod racing game with other vehicles in it, and I'm all.
So it's just a straight up game, like racing game.
It's a straight
not like
up racing game. There's probably some storyline with each individual racer or kind of like that type of thing, but yeah, it's just a straight up racer. No legacy, no Force story, no Anakin, none of that. Just a straight racer. And that's cool. Because Star Wars racing games have always been one of the better set of racing games. So yeah, we got Star Wars games coming, man, and I'm all for it. What else we got? Oh, and Lego Batman got its release date of May 29th with another cool.
I know you're excited about that.
Oh, I'm so excited! It's Lego Batman mixed with Arkham.
Yep.
And like,
it looked really cool when I finally got around to watching the trailer.
Yeah, just the mix of everything that they've done in this game, where it's like it builds on the legacy of everything, where like you get every bat suit, like 10 different Batmobiles you can drive around. There's different playable characters then from various eras. It's open world, and it's what the Arkham games should be leaning towards, and not a Lego game doing it. Like,
yeah,
major beef with Arkham. But this Lego game looks like to be the best of all of it. And calling it the legacy of the Dark Knight while building on various things and having its own story. I can't wait to see what they do with it. The voice acting looks cool. The game looks amazing. Playing all those vehicles and characters looks like it's going to be fun. And it's not just your typical Lego of break things, build stuff, and which I'm sure will kind of be in there as well. But to see all that in that way is it's really cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of all that, like, for the most part, talked to me. There was a lot more games that were announced as well. I just was like, there's only so many games that I can play, and you know, yeah, a lot of again, Souls likes. It's you know. There's a cool
it's the
game
popular
where
thing
like
right
it's
now.
a platformer with there is a platform game coming. You're a badger, and you have to finish the world to get to different places in it, and you have that ability. And he's a little wise ass, so I'm all for it. There's also a game that looked very much like Sleeping Dogs, combined with a Yakuza thing, called Gang of Dragon. Not really a Dirac-ass game, but I recommend the trailer because it looked really cool.
Okay.
Son of Forest. They showed off that Invincible fighting game. Also, they revealed Deadpool for Marvel Rivals. Oh, and they announced...
I saw something about that, and that's pretty exciting. I just haven't played Marvel Rivals. I'd like to.
They announced... they showed off a new trailer for 007 First Light, a game I am very, very excited for and very much going to play because it is Hitman, but James Bond. And they announced one of the game's villains, Bauman, being played by Lenny Kravitz. Which
interesting.
Yeah. They also announced, I think, him as like another killable character in Hitman. And also Trista Halford is going to be another character in Hitman. Hitman's just wrong. Right now you can fight
Rob
Eminem
Halford?
right now. What's that?
I said any relation to Rob Halford?
I don't think so.
Boo. No.
They also showed off another cool game called No Law. It looks very much like a cool AA type of like post-apocalyptic shooter. Which I like those. They showed off a Total War Warhammer 4K or 40K, in the new installment, and that game just looks so good. But I don't play Warhammer. It just looked cool. Also, a
Yeah.
game I'm excited for that I know you have never touched an iteration. Ace Combat 8, Wings of Fave.
Fucking joke's on you, motherfucker.
Oh, you have played Ace Combat?
I played them when I was younger because
Dude, I
one of my
fucking love
big
Ace
Ace Combat
man.
fan.
Oh man, I love Ace Combat. I can't wait.
I
to play
was trash.
I was pretty good. And then to close out, they gave another cool look at Mario, the movie. It was like a nice little 30-second look. More of that, of the fight between Bowser Jr. and Mario and Luigi in the castle that we saw in the trailer. He just shows up. He's like, I'm taking my dad. And he hits Mario. And then Luigi just runs up and fucking knees him in the face.
That's awesome.
And then he's like, Luigi's like, bam, what now? And it looked cool. Again, all these are posted online. I just wanted to give a quick little rundown of what I thought looked cool and tell D, because I know he didn't see everything. And there's only so much we can talk about without going on 35 minutes of tangents. And,
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff looked really cool. I'm excited for quite a few things on here, but like I said, I don't know, man. Just something about when I found out about the Game Awards, I was like, oh, that's tonight. I forgot to even think about that.
That's fair. I've been pretty excited for it because I love like the reveals, and Expedition 33 like just crushed it in every meaningful aspect of this game. And I thought this game was like just little like, third party like game that everyone was just enjoying, but it seems like it's a phenomenon that a lot of people. I might have to check it out. I guess it's like
Yeah, a lot of people really like it.
Like really good looking type of game. I know, turn based. It's one of those things where like the word turn based and roguelike are two of my disliked gaming phrases. But I've come around to turn based. I've played a lot of Final Fantasy, the older Final Fantasies, the last little bit, so I'm okay with it now. But I still hate roguelike. I don't like roguelike. I don't like procedurally generated like type of things. It's one of the reasons why I really haven't played like Hades or like even Turtles Shattered Fate or Splintered Fate.
Yeah.
Like I love the Turtles, but I just didn't want to, play that. I might at some point, but yeah.
No, I feel you. I'm not really big on those
Souls
games
like
either.
I'm just like, ugh. Because I just suck at them.
Yeah.
I suck at those games. I'm not good.
Well, not even that. It's just like everything is that before. But I feel like I've said that
Yeah.
a bunch of times before as well. But it's like, okay, I get it. Enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this time, for
Why
the
do we
first time,
keep
a lot
doing
of games
this?
were like, yeah, were there, but I feel like it was a big, diverse like run of it.
That's good.
I feel like a lot of the games lately have been all of that Demon Souls, like everything's terrible, the whole world's bullshit type of games with like, here's an indie title type of vibe to it. And this one, for the first time, felt like there was a good mix of like, here's your Demon Souls one, here's your action RPG, here's your shooter, here's your, anime inspired bullshit game I'll never touch. With the cool ass graphics that look like an 8-bit game that you'll never play, and then your big tentpole switch, like someone mentioned a while ago that like we're missing that like mid-tier AA style of game, which I feel like we're kind of getting back to those now, which is cool. Like Black back in the day was a big, like, it was supposed to be AAA, but it ended up being, like, I think a AA game. Like, to me, that RoboCop game that just came out, very much in the style of a AA title.
Yeah, what's funny that you mentioned Black was because like that's exactly where my head went.
Yeah, I love Black. It's one of my favorite games ever for the PS2. I wish they would bring that back.
It was really fun.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we're missing that like Midway. Ever since Midway died, we're missing a lot of that AA title. Because yeah, like you got your indies, you got your Demon Souls, and you got your big AAA tentpoles. But we were missing that smaller, like, yeah, it's a big game that takes a lot of time, but it's not that mid-tier title that was like, it's just there if you want to play it type of thing. And I feel like the gaming industry has been solely missing that. And I think now studios are starting to realize that, and we're getting a lot of that. Because up until the PS2 era, like, there was still that mid-tier title game. There's a lot of them out there. But now, like, every game has to be big and massive and all the type of things. So
I think that's what like kind of really burned me from playing games, was like everything's just big. Like, I don't know. Everything just, I don't know, man. There's just something I can't put my finger on.
Yeah, and I think the problem with a lot of that is it's like you want to explore every aspect of that game. Like, that was my problem with, like, Ghost for the longest time. And I forget what else, like Skyrim and, like, The Witcher. It's like, what's over there? Oh my god, what's happening there? What's happening there? I want to do this. I want to see this. I want to do this. And that's like, it took me a while to finish Assassin's Creed for that same thing. And I was just like, you know what? Stop doing side shit and just go finish the goddamn story so you can finish this game. And that's what I did with the last like 3 Assassin's Creed game. I stopped focusing on side shit and getting distracted. I just did story beats until it was like, okay, you have to do a couple side missions to get to the main story beat. And I was like, that's fine. That's what I do. Yeah. And Ghost, I'm kind of just getting back into the rhythm of the game. Because the side shit in that game is just cool. Ghost of Tsushima's just fucking amazing, dude. And I want to finish it. Because, like, I know it's not a sequel, but I want to play Ghost of Yotai. But I want to finish Tsushima first before I jump into Yotai. Which makes no fucking sense. No, it's not a sequel. It's a completely different character set 400 years in a different time period.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ghost of Yotai is not a direct sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. So.
Well, you learn something new every day, I guess.
Go. Yeah, I know it's not a US game, but dude, Ghost is so good. It's combat, it's fluidity, it's storytelling, it's look, the way you enter combat, what you do in combat, and the different. It's fantastic. It's one of those games where it's like. So you have your Arkham fight styles, right? Where it's just like you hit, you hit, and if you get hit, it's fine. And then you have your Demon Souls fight, where it's like you have to kind of learn and dodge. This game and The Witcher to some extent, and Star Wars, Jedi Order and Fallen Order, I think is what they're called off the top of my head. Yeah, they're what I call like Demon Souls light. They have that aspect of like, yeah, you're fighting these guys and you need to do the right fighting style to do it, and you need the right dodging and timing to do it, but it's not as punishing as a Demon Souls. Like, you can take that hit and still recover enough to be fine, whereas like Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Lies of P and what's the other big one? That Elden Ring. If you take a hit or even 2, you just die instantly and that's it. Whereas like these games are light. Yeah. Or even Lies of P are kind of, it's a lighter version of those depending on what boss you're fighting. And I like the aspect of those games. I like fighting the big characters with the cool swords and the cool weapons and the dodging, and you're like, oh cool, I was able to dodge. But like, it's just the fact that there's no, and yeah, I'm gonna be one of those people like, it should have a difficulty setting, or it's like, yeah, I can tone it down slightly so I can play this game and enjoy it. And like, yeah, you want to roast me in that, and the creator wants to be like, oh, get good. No, I want the bit, like, let me turn it down. Like, let me enjoy your content. Yeah. Let me enjoy your game. Let me give like slightly forgivable that if I take the hit and don't dodge right, I have to go back to spending the last 45 minutes fighting a boss. Like with Tsushima.
That's why I just don't like those games, man.
With like Tsushima, like you go into a place, you can fight everyone or do like this standoff thing where you kill the character instantly, and it's like the coolest, most gratifying thing. But if you don't kill him instantly, he almost kills you instantly. But then you just heal and you're fine, and then you can do a big fight, which is cool. And like, yeah, you can't just go in there and like hit the attack button. You gotta dodge, you gotta time it right, you gotta parry. And it's rewarding, but it's also forgiving as well, which the other games are not. And I want them to be a little bit more forgiving. But that's just me, and probably a shit ton of other people, yourself included. Like, I know you want to check out those games and be like, hey, I want to play this, but I also don't want to waste 45 minutes of a boss fight and then have to fucking do it again. Like,
yeah, I don't like feeling bad playing a game. And I know everyone's like, yeah, but when you finally beat it, you feel good. I'm like, yeah, but leading up to that, I feel like I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
Like I'm here to have for a good time.
Like I played Lies of P. You can see it on Twitch. I played a very good chunk of it. I reached a point where I was like, I can't beat this fucking boss, and I don't know what to do, so I just don't play it right now. And I enjoyed that game. It was super fun, and yeah, it was hella rewarding for the first time. Like, you guys seen me for the first time ever beat one of these giant bosses, and it was like, it was amazing. It was a great feeling. But yeah, I would love the ability to tone it down a bit. And to to think I beat the boss, and then it has a second phase. We're like, oh fuck, that sucks. But at the same time, you're kind of like, all right, here we go. But then to die instantly from that second phase and have to do the same phase over again to get to that and do another hour and a half is kind of ridiculous to me. And I understand why people don't play those.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're in the minority though with that because most people are like, "Oh no, they're great, so I love playing them." Or I had someone once tell me, "Well, get good." I'm like, "No, thank you.
Yeah,
I have a life."
But even for like it get good doesn't really work if you're like, yeah, I can time it, but like it's not something that I can do on a regular basis as a player character. Like,
yeah,
like also you need that mindset of like. Because for me, I've always just went in and button mashed the shit out of a fight. And playing Star Wars for the first time like that really made me realize, like, okay, man, you can't just go in there and smash the shit out of this guy. He's going to hit you and it's going to hurt. And you got to be like, get out of the way or block it. So. But then I just pick every upgrade that gives me the ability to be like, okay, I have a longer period to parry or block. It's immediately the first thing I do.
Yeah.
I do health bar and block.
I also don't like games where you have to look up how to advance in a game. Like, I don't mind like games like Astrobot where, yeah,
You're like,
you
where's
can look
this
up to find- where
platform
to
that
find,
I
like,
don't see that's literally
Yeah.
right in front of my face? Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, or where's this little thing at that I need to get for this achievement? I don't mind stuff like that,
Yeah.
but when it comes to fucking shit where it's like, okay, what kind of build, what do I need to do in order to make my character be able to be playable?
Uh-huh.
Because like I feel like if you don't look up certain builds, it's like you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I want to play my own character and do my own thing. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because me looking stuff up, it just feels like the equivalent to like playing a trading card game. Like you're net decking. You're looking up, see what everybody else is doing, and you just build the thing that wins. And I'm like, I don't.
Like when I was playing Lies of P, like occasionally I'd look up like how do I beat this boss? They're like, oh, do all these things. I'm like, I don't want to do that. They're like, okay, well just do this instead. And it's like, okay, it's like one simple move to do instead. I don't mind that. It's like change one aspect of your strategy. But I'm like, I don't want to fucking spec my whole character to fucking do it. If I have to do that, I'm not enjoying the game and I don't want to. Because then I'm just playing your build. Like, this is your thing. I want to do my thing. The whole point of that was, like, to build your own character. Like, that's, to me, your Fallout nowing. Like, why am I building my character to do your thing? Like, I want to play my own thing and play my own way. And again, I don't think it's a skill issue. Like, I really don't. Like, I can play games. I can do it. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to gripe about it. Play what you want. Like what you want. Again. We do what you want, people. We're just giving you our thoughts on things. And that's, that's for the most part everything that's kind of happened in the last... There's way more stuff that happened. But we'll get into that another day. I just wanted to do a thing and talk about the cool stuff that we saw. And, like, yeah, I can't wait to play a lot of this stuff, see a lot of this stuff. And again, it's cool shit that we get to see. So once again, sir, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
No problem, dude. I'm glad we were finally able to record.
Hell yeah. Again, this podcast will hopefully come out week to week. It's been a few weeks, I know, but it'll be here when we have the ability to. And it's been on me lately. All my shit's been going, whatever. But yeah, again, please... go show him some love over on the Nightmare Podcast. There is 10 episodes up now, so you have tons of podcasts to listen to get your daily fix of Drock and his co-host over there. You can please share some love for this podcast as well. There is only one feed now. I got that fixed. There is like 100 and something episodes. If you want to get my thoughts with Nick on various things, and now my thoughts with Drock on various things, they are on Spotify and podcast as well, on YouTube podcast, sorry. So there's that for you. There's also tons of stuff over on the YouTube channel, Talkingbull. You can check that out if you want to see some older gameplay footage. Yes, more gameplay stuff is coming to the YouTube. I'm working on it. It's coming. So if you like my gaming content, it is coming. I'm also going back to Twitch. I've got everything worked out now. Should all be good to go soon. And I will be back over on twitch.com/talkingbullgames. So if you want to watch myself play games with Panda, we play Apex over there. And Drock joins us for the streams when we play Faz or Fort, because I cannot get him to play Apex, even though he should. But that's a whole other fight. But thank you for joining me.
Yes.
I will see you guys on the next Talking Bull podcast. You're great. I love you. Good night.
Bye.